Welcome to After the Game Highlights and Pregame Show with Coach Keith Etheredge. This week brought to you once again by the Friends to re-elect Owen Drake for State Representative District 45. Owen Drake asks for your vote at the November 2nd election. We'd like to thank Mr. Drake for his continued support of our After the Game Highlights show. This week we have two Leeds High Green Wave alumni. On our left, we have Keith Chasteen, a 1992 graduate of Leeds High School, and on our right, Terry Etheredge, a 1989 graduate of Leeds High School. We welcome and thank them for being on the show.
Coach, another impressive win last week over BB Comer, 42-0. Could you tell us a little bit about Shane McGinnis and how he's helped the team this year?
Yeah, Shane's done a great job. You think about in 14 games last year, we had 654 total passing yards, and 102 of those, they came off from our tailback throwing the ball. So Shane's done a great job. In just 8 games, he's already got 560 passing yards. So it really opens us up, our running game up, and helps us to, establish a good running game when you can actually throw the football. And Shane's done a great job this year. I think he's just 94 yards shy of the last year's total in 14 games. So, that really helps set up the run, when you can throw the football. And he's done a great job in our 2-minute offense and getting us lined up. And, he's just been a good leader out there on offense, throwing the football. He's made good decisions, and our receivers have caught the ball this year. So it helps out a lot.
Coach, this was your 50th win in less than 5 seasons. That's incredible. The game ball was brought to you by your son Camden at the end of the game, one of my star players. What does this milestone mean to you?
It just means that we're starting to build a program here. It's not just a good football team, but we're starting to build a football program, and we want to build on that. Our goal every year is to go 15-0 and win a state championship. And these kids expect that now. We've made it to the 3rd round twice. We made it to the semis once, and we've won a state championship. They've got a taste of that, and they want to get back there, and they're doing everything they can to, whether we do or not, it remains to be seen. But the 50 wins, it is a great milestone. It's to reach it this quickly, obviously, has a lot to do with the type of kids that I've been able to coach here, and great coaches on my staff. People, behind the scenes like you guys and other people that are helping out. All of it goes together into one, and it all feeds off each other. And, the community, just the atmosphere, kids want to be a part of it. So, you get kids come from, they want to play football now, which it's exciting to them. And all that equals to wins, So it's a great milestone, and, it meant a lot to get that ball the other night. And, I'm going to personally tell Hobart I'm sorry because I jumped on him for sticking that ball in Friday night. But, at the end of the game, I seen why, and it just sort of teared me up, and I got a little emotional. And, of course, Camden bringing me the ball, it meant a lot to my wife, Allison. So it's a great milestone, and I was glad, the whole community got to be a part of it, and all the players. It meant a lot to me.
Coach, coming up this Friday night at Homer Smiles Field, the biggest challenge the team has faced is you take on Handley. Final region game. Handley's undefeated, scored 350 points, allowed 106 points on the year. What are we up against?
A monster. They're loaded. We watch them on film and we try to find weaknesses, but there's not a lot there. They're a well-coached team. They've got a lot of great athletes, and they do a lot with it. They score points. They put up a ton of points this year, and they're not giving up much either. I think that we are going to have to establish the run. We're going to have to hold the football and not give their offense a lot of time on the field. And it's going to be who wants it most. I think it's the biggest game, regular season game, probably in Leeds history. You got number 1 playing number 2 at we're at home. We're the ABC 3340 game of the week. We're the Birmingham News game of the week. So it gives our kids a chance to actually stand in the spotlight of the state, and actually put out what kind of product we have at Leeds High School, which is exciting.
Coach, regardless of the outcome this Friday night, both Leeds and Handley are in the playoffs, either the 1 or the 2 seed. But what advantage does winning Friday night have should we meet them down the road in the playoffs?
Well, of course, both teams are going to be at home, like you said, in the first round. Second round, you could be on the road actually if you are, if you're the 2 seed. We don't want to have to go to, you got a guy like Gordo, who's ranked in the state. We may have to travel to them if we were to lose this game. If we don't, if not, we could end up playing, another team out of our own region. We could win this game and very well be playing Welborn, or very well be playing Clay County, so, and I see a lot of our region guys advancing to the second round, so, it's just a situation we want to win the region, and then work for the state championship. But we look at it one game at a time. This is a big game for us, like we talked about earlier, one of the biggest regular season games in the history of Leeds. And region-wise, it's for all the marbles. We won the region last year, fell a little short, for the state championship. Matter of fact, the runner-up in our region won the state championship last year. So it's not a do-or-die thing, but we want to win. We want to be 15-0 at the end of the year.
And whoever wins this game, Coach, will more than likely, if we face again,
right,
you will be, if we win, we'll be at home, and same thing with Handley. If they
right,
win, we'll be on the road.
That's exactly right.
So,
and that has a lot to do with, wanting to win this game, because you're not going to, if you play a team within your region, the higher seed team in the region gets the home game, regardless of travel in the playoffs. So that's you're right, Mr. Chasteen. That's huge. All right, what do y'all think? Y'all obviously y'all been around football. Y'all are alumni football players from Leeds High School. What do you think, Keith, that we have to do to win this football game Friday night?
Well, from what I've heard and what I've seen, I really believe this game is going to be, of course, being an offensive lineman myself and defensive lineman, I think it's going to be one in the trenches. I think whichever team wins up front will win the game. You always got your turnover factor and special teams, and I think all those will matter. But I really believe if we can kind of stymie their offense a little bit, right, we got quickness on defense, and they've got a lot of size. So right, I really believe how that matchup plays out is going to determine how this game's going to go.
I agree with that.
Third and short. You got to get in third and short. And something's going to happen on special teams because Leeds has good special teams.
Yeah, we talked about that today, me and the guys. We've got to make plays special teams wise. That's one part of the game that I think we have the edge, the kicking game. I think that we have a chance to really step up and make some plays on the return game. And we've worked on that all week. And they've got a great football team. And if we're going to win this game, we're going to have to play perfect. We'd just like to ask everybody to come out and support us Friday night. This is a huge game for our kids, and we just need all the support we can get. So y'all need to make sure you get off the couch, come to the Homer Smiles Field, and watch the Greenway grow.